Do you know dyslexic brains or children with dyslexia, their brain works 5 times harder than a normal brain. A study at the University of Washington has confirmed that there are several chemical differences in the brain function of dyslexic and non-dyslexic children. That dyslexic children are nearly 5 times their brain is working harder than normal brain. So dyslexia, for those of you who do not know what is dyslexia, it is a learning disability. It's a reading disorder. It is common, it's one of the most common learning disability affecting estimated to 5 to 15% of children across the globe. Across the globe. That means in every classroom in India and abroad, we have an average of 4 to 5 children with dyslexia. Unfortunately, they are not diagnosed because it's not a physical disability, or it is not a disability where you can identify by the external features of the child. So it's also called invisible disability. The research also proves that the dyslexic brains are unique. So University of Washington researchers have said that that is a metabolic brain activity of 6 dyslexic and 7 non-dyslexic boys. They had done a research and found out that the dyslexics were using almost 5 times as much area of the brain to do the same language task as the ones compared to the normal children. This means their brains are working a lot harder. They're using more energy than the normal children. And what do we call these kids? We call them lazy, dumb, stupid, or silly. Even when I did not know this, when I was a principal of a school, I was a principal of a very known school. That time, when I used to see children struggle, read, write, I used to be very annoyed. Why are they so lazy? Why are they not doing it? And when more and more number of children I used to come across, I used to really wonder what's wrong with them. And that is when I hit upon a psychologist. So this doctor friend of mine came and discussed this problem with me. And that was the first time I came to know that, oh, this is a problem. And then he showed me the symptoms, and all the symptoms that he mentioned were matching with the students I was working with in my school. And that is the time I felt so terrible about myself, and I was so passionate to help these kids. This made me leave my principalship because I decided if I stay on the chair, I can't reach out to these kids with all the administrative responsibility. So I quit my job. I got into research. I did deep research in finding out what's the problem with these kids and how we can help them. And that's how I set up my own center, and then I could help more than 400 children working personally with them. So when I came to know they work so hard, why do we call them lazy then? Because they're working harder than others. People often don't see how hard it is for these dyslexic children to do a task than others who do it so effortlessly, especially when we read it so easily, and for them, it's a humongous task. So when a child has a brain disorder, it is treatable, although it may not be curable, just like diabetes. So dyslexia is a lifelong condition, but dyslexics may learn to compensate for it later in life. We know dyslexia is a genetic and a neurological disorder. It's not a brain damage. So dyslexics often have enormous talents in other parts of their brain, which is not as much in the normal brain, I think. And they shine very well in life. But you need to know to tap the other parts of the brain. Like Albert Einstein. He was a physicist and a Nobel Prize winner. Leonardo da Vinci, artist, scientist, inventor. Why am I naming them? Oh, because they were all dyslexic. Steven Spielberg, he's spoken so much about his dyslexia and his Special eye in filmmaking and direction. Tom Cruise, actor and producer. Whoopi Goldberg, actress and comedian. Richard Branson, entrepreneur, founder of a Virgin Group. Pablo Picasso, artist and painter. Anderson Cooper, journalist and news anchor. Cher, singer and actress. Walt Disney. I can list down hundreds of successful people who are dyslexic, and they all had reading problem. In India also, there are hundreds of people. It's just that in India, there is social taboo because of which people don't claim they have dyslexia. And I know 400 of my students who have told me, ma'am, we are ready to work, we're ready to learn, you help us to overcome our problem, but don't tell anybody we have this problem. And that is why the center I was running was called Vedas Ignite. It was not given a name of any disability or special education or anything. So children used to feel very good coming to the center without knowing what kind of children were studying. So it was easy for me to help, and I did not want them when they go back to college, if somebody asks you, which school were you? I didn't want the children to say, okay, I come from so-and-so special school, or I come from so-and-so place, where the whole class is going to laugh at them. So when I set up my center, I decided the name of the center should be just like any other name, where the child feels comfortable saying, okay, I was studying in this center. Today, my boys and girls are architects, photographers, filmmakers, remedial educators, special educators, entrepreneurs, businessmen, working for banks, running their own businesses, artists, designers, shop owners, and a lot more. Having worked with them for the past 15 years is where I learned so much about their challenge, which helped me to create new strategies every single day. And that's exactly what I did. I have converted these new strategies in the form of videos and created my course, which is called Gold Program. So I've got 3 courses in my platform. One is called Gold Membership, then Platinum Membership, and then Diamond Membership. So the teachers who want to become remedial educators, they all join my Gold Membership. And then once they have completed that course, they get a certificate. They are ready to set up their online remedials. They are able to teach children online or offline. And after that, they go and learn the deeper study about this subject in Platinum. And then they go go to the next stage, that is Diamond. So the Diamond members are coached how to set up online centers. So dyslexia is really a very passionate subject for me, and I confidently believe that every child can be taught to read. The teacher must know the strategy. Thank you so much. This audio has become a little long because I always get emotional when I talk about children. And if there's any one of you who want to become a remedial educator, teach children online, earn money, change lives. Already 200 of them have joined my course, which means I'm not a university, I'm not a college, B.Ed college or something. I am coaching everybody online, and teachers are getting certificate, they're working in schools, teaching online, helping their own children, some of them. Most of them are doing very good work by teaching online. Thank you so much, and see you in the next audio.